Paris glimmered for Victoria Beckham's Netflix premiere, but one royal-adjacent name was missing: Meghan Markle. In today's commentary, fashion, friendship, and fame collided in a story the internet can't stop replaying. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from, because this report has the perfect mix of couture, confusion, and quiet rejection. The premiere of Victoria Beckham's long-awaited Netflix documentary, celebrating her rise from Spice Girl to style sovereign, was a galaxy of A-listers. The venue shimmered with sequins, cameras, and social power. Kim Kardashian was there. Zendaya glided in. Nicole Kidman smiled for flash. But one expected guest never appeared: Meghan Markle. Rumors had swirled for weeks that Meghan, still rebuilding her post-royal identity, might attend. She and Victoria once shared polite friendship headlines. Both California-based, both married to British icons. Social media whispered of an invitation already confirmed. Then came Victoria's crisp denial. A reporter asked during a red carpet pre-show if Meghan would attend. Victoria's reply? Calm, composed, and instantly viral. "I'm thrilled for everyone who could join us, but invitations were limited to close collaborators. No names, no nods, no Duchess." Within minutes, captions on X read, "Victoria Beckham just ended the rumor," with a smile sharp enough to cut glass. But you haven't heard the craziest part yet. According to multiple entertainment outlets, Meghan had reportedly cleared part of her week in anticipation of a potential London trip. When her team learned there was no invitation forthcoming, insiders say she felt blindsided. A mix of embarrassment and disbelief. Public reaction was merciless. Hashtags like #BeckhamDenial and #VictoriaSaidNo shot across feeds, trending in both Los Angeles and London within hours. One viral tweet read, "Victoria mastered the art of saying no while posing for Vogue." Another added, "When the fashion world ghosts you, that silence hurts louder than words." Even gossip analysts chimed in. A body language expert noted that Meghan's appearance at another event the following day seemed visibly strained. Smiles without spark. The clip hit 2.6 million views in 24 hours. Meanwhile, Victoria continued the publicity tour, immaculate and unbothered. Her documentary premiere became the most streamed fashion release of the quarter, drawing 18 million views in its first week, according to Netflix's own trend board. The numbers eclipsed Meghan's past media projects, fueling comparisons the tabloids devoured. And somewhere in Montecito, the Duchess of Reinvention, who'd once styled herself as Hollywood's new humanitarian heroine, was being rewritten as Hollywood's most politely excluded guest. The internet called it the friendship breakup that never was. But there's still another twist, because according to one London insider, Victoria's denial wasn't spontaneous, it was strategic. When word of that strategic denial surfaced, social media's detectives went into overdrive. A leaked guest management email reportedly revealed that Victoria's PR team had pre-approved questions for red carpet reporters, including how gracefully swerve topics unrelated to the fashion series. Translation: fans said, "Don't mention Meghan." By morning, commentary threads multiplied. Victoria didn't just decline the invite rumor, one user wrote. She airbrushed it from reality. Others pointed out the irony. Back in 2019, tabloids framed Meghan and Victoria as budding friends, trading wellness tips and luxury handbags. Then came whispers of misunderstanding over leaked press photos, a story both camps denied. Now, years later, that tension seemed frozen in couture amber. Entertainment outlets seized on the optics. Victoria, triumphant in sequins, Meghan, trending for absence. One columnist summarized the mood. In celebrity politics, silence is strategy, and Victoria Beckham just delivered a masterclass. Even Netflix benefited from the controversy. Search data showed queries for Victoria Beckham documentary, invite drama, spiking 240% the next day. What might have been a quiet publicity event turned into a global headline, and none of it required a single confrontation. As for Meghan, sources close to her team claimed she felt deeply disappointed and misinterpreted. Friends said she admired Victoria's work and had no expectation beyond mutual support. Yet the internet rarely grants nuance. Screenshots of old photos, Meghan and Victoria Beckham coat, resurfaced with captions like, "She wore loyalty once." By the week's end, hashtag Victoria vs. Meghan had logged over 60 million views across TikTok. Lifestyle podcasts labeled it the politest red carpet snub since Paris. Memes blossomed. Victoria adjusting sunglasses under the caption, "Selective invitations only." But behind the snark lay something heavier. The situation symbolized a cultural pivot. The influencer era colliding with the designer dynasty. Victoria represented legacy. Meghan represented reinvention. Only one controlled the guest list. Still, empathy flickered through the noise. A few fans urged compassion, reminding everyone that public rejection, no matter how polished, still stings. One viral comment read, "Imagine realizing the cameras love you, but the invites don't." In truth, nobody outside those PR rooms knows whether an invitation was ever printed. What's real is perception, and perception shapes reputation. Meghan's rumored tears weren't about one premiere. They were about watching a door close that she once believed was open. As the spotlight dimmed, Victoria's documentary soared to record streams, while Meghan's name lingered, not in the credits, but in the comment sections. Fashion fades. Friendships fracture. But image? That endures. If you thought that was wild, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and tell us in the comments, was Victoria justified or just cold? Next video loop opener. Wait till you see who replaced Meghan on Victoria's private guest list, because one unexpected royal connection quietly took her seat.